Says we're live.
We're live.
All right, we got to tell. Can you tell them that we had to start a new one?
Okay.
I look so gosh darn old.
Yeah. Let's see how long this lasts.
Let's try this.
So it's an entirely new one?
Yeah, but tell them that we had to start a new one.
I think you just go to the channel and click on it. It should. No one's on Wi-Fi, right?
No.
Did somebody tell the other people? All right, these guys say Jay Tune said it's working.
Working.
Sick. Sorry, boys. I think we killed it because we were all on my Wi-Fi's. Oh, I gotta turn my volume down.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
questions did we miss?
Oh crap! I don't know.
We left off at talking about if you should keep the SDK or not.
Oh yeah,
We're finished the vote.
we're doing a group vote here. So JB, you said yes.
Right to keep.
I said yes.
Ryan said yes. I said yeah.
I say trade me for my Turbo Miata.
That's it. Trade Matthew.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely trade. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely trade.
I guess we should introduce Ryan Peck. He's new to the channel. He's joining the Slip Angle crew. Ryan is going to be our in-house design guy. He's already helped me clean up some stuff for my laser machine, which actually that's how Ryan and I connected. I put an Instagram shout out. I said, hey, I need some bro to come help me figure this crap out. And Ryan answered the call. And yeah, so everybody, this is Ryan Peck. Ryan Peck, you want to say a little something about yourself, like your sexual preference, like any of that kind of shit, you know?
I don't know what to say. Just I'm glad to be a part of the channel. I'm excited to work with these guys. It's been a lot of fun already.
And then,
Just happy to be here.
Just happy to be here.
should we introduce your ass?
Everybody knows me.
I think everybody knows.
Yeah, I'm
this.
a
All right.
celebrity
That's
now.
the face of the channel.
What's up, guys? It's your boy here.
Put in the comments if you know who this guy is.
Please don't.
Do it.
All right, we got any questions?
Back in business.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you do need an enterprise switch. Thanks, Phil.
As I was saying earlier, shoemakers kids never
Bro.
have shoes.
We do not need it. First of all, let's. I'm the networking guy here, okay? We don't need an enterprise switch for this. That's the problem. Can't fix bandwidth. All right. Centrifugal supercharger, root style, or turbo for NA8 Miata. Who wants to answer this first?
I'll answer it. I say turbo because we were talking about this earlier. I don't like the sound of a 4-cylinder unless it's turbocharged. I just think it's just too loud, and I think a turbocharger
let's tread
makes a
lightly here,
4-cylinder sound better.
Let's just try a little bit
Personally
personally here.
And then easier power gains. You don't have to worry about like changing out pulleys for more boost.
I like the idea of what do you call the Kraftwerks Roadtrek style?
Yeah.
Because they're simple and they're quick. You can install them in a few hours. But I agree with Matthew. They make the car loud. That one that we did on the Slip Angle episode, that thing was loud.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like it had 700 horsepower and it was like really like 200.
I mean, those cars benefit with having a free-flowing exhaust, but they just don't sound very good with a free-flowing exhaust.
I mean, with that said, though, it could have really just been his exhaust lever. I don't think he had any resonator, and I think he just had a whatever muffler on there. So, turbo's great. You know, turbo's versatile. There's not really much in the way for doing an NA8, assuming it's OBD1. If it's OBD2, I understand, like from an ECU standpoint. But I would say turbo number one, then Roadtrek's number two for me. And for the record, I like tuned 4-cylinder all motor engines if you do it right.
With throttle bodies, they sound a lot better.
S2000 sounds pretty good too.
Yeah, S2000 sounds.
It is a little loud, but it's good. Brown?
Oh, I agree with you guys. I was looking at some of these other questions. I would say turbo over road treks.
Jonathan, what do you think? Nobody cares.
Oh my
Next
God,
question.
what
DJ20 swap.
Yeah,
Nobody
Where's the
cares
Subaru?
what
We're
has
asking
to
up
say.
here. Who wants to see some Subaru content here? That's what New England is about.
All right.
All right, that was a good question.
Hi from UK, love the channel. Thank you, Smile per hour, or Smile per mile. We just shipped a couple t-shirts to UK. It cost a small fortune.
Maybe it was him.
Oh, maybe it was you. Well, if it's you, I hope you enjoy the t-shirt. Thank you.
Ungrateful bastard. All right.
Oh,
What's
man.
the next podcast?
Jeez. Yeah, we suck. We totally dropped the ball on the podcast.
This kind of is the podcast in a way. So
Was our last one? We were talking about my new car.
I think that was the last pack house. Was your Jenny debacle?
we haven't done an update since you bought something. What?
Now's the time.
Yeah, everybody knows you got it.
Yeah, but lots of stuff's been done to it.
Yeah, but an
People
asshole
keep
put
up with
that
it.
LEDs in it though. Don't be coming up.
LZ let us take a Z, but I don't know. LZ really loves that thing. We've been around him with the car. He never said, "Hey, you guys want to take it for a ride?" What's up, Bobby? How you doing, buddy?
Bobby says don't trade it. Keep it. Keep the S2000.
Yeah, majority says keep.
Trade my S2000 for an Acura RL. What? No, keep the S2000 definitely.
The RLS of V6, right? Oh, was right.
I have no idea. I'm out of
That's what he was talking
touch.
about, yeah.
Did they come in Manuel?
I still want to trade the S2000.
We need to ask Bobby. Bobby knows all about the car. He's been researching.
All right, let's see. Okay, I'm on the fence here. I've already disassembled and sent my block and head to the machine shop 1.6. Now simple prospect of 1.8 shop has me stumped. What should I do? If you didn't pull the trigger on building that 1.6, I would just throw a 1.8 block and call it a day. What are you pointing at?
Says, what's up, boys? Looking good, Ryan. We got a fan on the channel here.
There's two Ryans here now.
Oh, yeah.
He's Ryan. I'm Brian.
Powerhouse, can we please specify which Ryan we're talking about?
Hold on, we gotta answer this guy's
Oh, sorry.
question.
Got distracted. Go ahead.
I don't know how much power you're looking for. If you're happy with like mid 200 wheel, then I would just do a 1.8. You can even do that on a stock 1.6 block, and stock 1.6 blocks are cheap as hell. So if you want a little bit more torquier, a little better flowing head, then just do the 1.8. I don't like building these motors because like everything else starts to fall apart. I had transmission issues with my turbo 1.6 at 254 at the wheel. I was like breaking trannies. No slamming gears or anything like that. They just can't hold up to the power.
Miatas are plenty powerful enough with 200.
Yeah,
with,
boys.
with 200 and what 230 horsepower. That's where my car is at right now.
I think 250 is pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's where you start to get to the point where you can start breaking transmissions.
It starts getting, yeah, but then the car gets a little crazy at that point.
I mean, I smoked your S2000 with 230 horsepower. So.
Really? Because I kind of remember I gave you 2 chances, and both times there was excuses piled up on why I beat you. Something about boost cut or something like that.
It was 30 degrees
But
outside.
you just said you smoked it.
I mean, my S2000 has got like the most boost lag ever with VTAG, so.
You have one more horsepower to the wheel than I do.
And I smoked your ass somehow.
All right, when it warms up, we're doing a race
Dude,
video.
I told you, if you can't get it done in 2 tries, I don't know what to tell you.
Evo
We're
8
racing.
MR, Evo 8 MR, or well set up turbo Miata.
Oh, I don't know. Those are like 2 completely different
Two
cars.
totally different cars.
I guess what are you trying to do?
Evo, easy answer.
Tommy owes me for asking this.
Rotary Miata is going to be a full peripheral port, yes. Just a little bit smaller peripheral port to try to make it streetable and reduce overlap. Yes, it is snowing out.
Bust out the whiskey, Bobby.
We've all seen Savage Geese's videos.
Yeah,
right?
right. Savage Geese. He's
I know who he is, yeah.
Who's Savage Geese?
He does car reviews.
He's kind of dry, but he's like funny dry. Like
Yeah, he's really-
sarcastic.
Really nice cinematography.
Yeah, great video quality.
I'll look it up.
He's got an aerial Atom too.
We don't even really drink that much, Bobby. We just thought it was appropriate to get, a little comfy on camera here.
What that Beamer 135i versus RX-8, which is on its last legs.
Did we really even get into the Evo 8 versus well set up turbo Miata question?
No.
That's after the 135 anyways. Follow
135. I didn't see 135.
right above that.
Oh yeah, I missed it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I drove a 135i. I didn't love it. They're fast, but like they're all open diff, So it would need a limited slip diff, in my opinion, like right off the bat. And I don't think there's a cheap option for it.
But what if his RX-8 breaks down because it's on his left legs?
LFX swap it.
It makes me sad to hear.
You want to fix that up, or you want to put that?
I know, I get it, man. Like if you can't come across like a reman sheet, then I don't know. I don't have any good input here. Do an LFX swap into the RX-8.
All right, back to the Evo.
Why did Tommy hose you for asking that question? Oh, you know why? Because he probably said the Turbo Miata sucks. I guess, I mean, like, if you're, like, autocrossing or something, like, a Turbo Miata is a great thing. If you want a fast track day car, like, Turbo Miata is great because they're cheap and easy on consumables.
Like you're all into a Turbo Miata for the price of a Evo 8.
Yeah, I mean, an Evo 8 is, like, a much bigger, heavier car. It understeers more. Like, they're not that rotate-happy stock. They're definitely more like understeer biased. But like Turbo Miata is like Mickey Mouse, like kind of like speed missile, like in a little can. Like, so I don't know. Like I guess it really just depends on what you're trying to do with it. Best advice for newbie RX-8 owner: just go through the maintenance stuff and like all the reliability mods.
Get rid of the cats, right?
Get rid of the cats. Change the ignition coils, either do the latest gen Mazda coils and put new spark plugs and wires in it, or go with the D585 GM coil kits. Well, get the ignition upgraded like ASAP, premix in it. There's a whole list, just search it. There's tons of support for it. What Mazda is this?
Reliable track on stock NV.
If it's stock,
Build it like Speed Academy did. Like although not the sway bars that they did.
well, he's asking like what's essential. I mean, if you're gonna track the hell out of it and like spend a lot of time at like high RPM and you wanna prolong the motor, like get an oil cooler. I don't know what level of driving you're at. Stock suspension's like super forgiving because it's softly sprung. If you're like more advanced driver, then you can go with coilovers. Brake pads, I guess, are essential. Good brake
Clutch.
fluid.
Clutch will be essential.
I ran stock clutches in my cars for like forever.
Yeah, when we did spec.
Yeah. Even my NB has, well, now it has an upgraded thing, but it's like the wussiest disc you can get because I wanted it to be easy to drive.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think good fluids and like an oil cooler would be essential.
Oh, Rudd.
What's up, Tommy?
Yeah, you were supposed to come tonight.
Yeah, what happened to you, buddy? We missed out on you.
Yes, we need to race. He put down 10 more horsepower than mine to the wheels.
Wait, what are we talking about here?
Rudd.
Rudd versus Matthew.
Yeah, V6 Miata.
Ooh,
You guys never raced, huh?
No, we never raced.
I think your car's gonna beat him.
Really?
Yeah?
You almost beat Ryan's car.
He put down 240. He put down like 10 more horsepower with me and 10 more foot-pounds of torque, and that engine didn't really add much more weight.
I was gonna say, what is the weight difference? Do you know?
That whole kit, the Minitech V6 adds 9 pounds to the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
which is like my turbo.
Well, I guess like
Turbos.
I guess I can't really say that for sure. When I drove his car, it was wet and slick out, so I wasn't really getting traction.
I probably have a little bit more grip than he does if he's running on
You
those.
should just go from like a third gear roll.
That'd be a good race.
Third and fourth gear. Yeah.
Because that's 2 common options for a Miata.
Yep.
All right, Rod,
What
let's
engine
set it up.
swap for a Miata?
He's got a J32 A2 from an Acura CL Type S.
I was asking a question. I didn't, what are you talking about?
That's the V6 Miata that my friend Tom.
Oh, okay.
Like,
all
he's
right.
got it. We reviewed his car.
I thought we were talking about. Oh yeah, Tom's the one that you were talking about.
Yeah,
V6.
yeah. What engine swap for a Miata?
The one you're working on now, Quinn.
It might be rotary. I'll find out soon enough. K swaps are okay. I don't love that stupid giant flywheel that you have to run to adapt it to the tranny. I haven't driven a K car that's like really set up and nice, but again, I haven't driven a lot of K cars, so.
It's a lot of money for a K swap.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it. Like, if you want all motor power, like the K motors are awesome. It's really hard to say. Like, I don't know. Like, the problem is anytime you Frankenstein something that doesn't belong in a car, there's always issues. Honestly, the best stock car I've driven was Rudd's, the V6.
Yeah.
That felt like a freaking stock car. That's why I was like so impressed with it. That's like, I couldn't believe that like it felt as stock as it did.
And Minitech got a bunch of shit from Miata people about the way they have the engine mounted.
Really?
Yeah, because they basically have the engine mounts on the flywheel adapter. Or the transmission adapter plate. It like almost hangs over. It like the engine's
See,
hanging off.
I didn't look at it.
But
Yeah.
like no one's ever had an issue with it.
Hmm.
I guess it's just the design that people have a problem with.
Yeah. Maybe.
But you know, he's never had an issue with it.
If I mean, all I can say is like just from driving it, it felt really good.
Does the new ND Miata have any more room for the driver?
Was that a question?
Well, Bobby said, I think the only Miata I can fit in is the newest.
Honestly,
It's
man,
not the
this,
same size.
no, the ND is small. That's my biggest gripe with it is that it's small inside again.
Yeah.
I think NC is the best Miata, and I kind of want to get one to like just see what I can do to it. I think the size and everything was like pretty good. I love the suspension on it. It's like it's right from the RX-8s. I don't know. I like the ND. The ND is like a great driving car and stuff, but it's smaller. I get it. It's lighter. The weight difference is nice, but like it's smaller inside. It feels more Mickey Mouse to me. I think the NC was just good.
A lot of questions coming in.
Yeah. All right.
Keep it going.
Coming hot.
We gotta keep going. F body. Dimitri asked if we want to get into an F body platform. 4th gen. You get someone up the drift.
But I'm sorry. I don't know if
It's
that's
like a Camaro.
Like a Camaro?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's the
into
one
that.
that it looks like a catfish, kind of like early 2000s, I think, right?
I've driven. I can't remember what. I don't know what
They're like
model
Alice
year
ones,
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drove like the LS1 Camaro. I didn't love it.
They're big.
It wasn't bad if that's your thing. Like it's just not my thing.
Next. RC engines going great on this. Those are clapped out.
Dude, just get an RX-8 tranny. They're really cheap. You come across them all day long, clean for like $250, $300. JDMSUK is not a fan of Miatas.
They're not for everybody.
They're definitely not for
You
everyone.
probably love their Miata video. The first 45 seconds of it.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't take to that intro too well, but it was really all in good
We're
fun.
just trying to have fun. Like everybody's
Yeah.
gotta take everything so seriously.
We all own Miatas. So I don't know.
Tom said sorry.
What's Tommy apologizing
Because he
for?
didn't come tonight.
Oh, it's all right. It was inclement weather, buddy. We don't want you getting hurt.
Even though all of us maybe.
You know, Jonathan, I'm trying to be empathetic here, and you're just like
Sorry.
knocking them down.
My bad.
All right, let's see. J-Tunes next, I think. Or
What's the first mod?
oh
for
yeah, Kid who's up. First mod for Miata.
Turbo.
Yeah.
That was my first red car.
It's got to be suspension. Like
No, exhaust. I want to hear that.
Oh,
No,
yeah, okay.
I would do suspension over exhaust. Yeah, probably suspension.
Really?
Tires.
What do you think, Ryan?
Make it run.
it just needs an engine.
Where's that
That's
engine?
an engine.
First mod.
It's just has to
Engine
drive.
in the car.
Yeah, suspension.
Ryan, what about you?
Yeah, Miata.
I would say the tires are suspension.
I mean, I guess it's really what are you trying to do?
Yeah.
There really is no right or wrong.
Right.
If mine ran, I'd probably start with coilovers. But it's a necessity. Monster truck status right now.
Track driving schools. Blind rock.
Honestly, follow like the go to one of the Lime Rock Autocross days. You'll learn more driving on that go-kart track in one day than you will at any other venue. You don't even need to like sign up for an official school or anything like that. Just there's instructors there. I guess instruct from time to time. But you just go out there, it's super safe, it's low grip, so it's like really easy to like slide the cars around and like explore the limits of them. You do a few of those days and you'll be a 100% better driver.
Super chill.
Yep.
We get a lot of driving in.
It's a little pricey because Lime Rock sucks and they're assholes like that, but
Shout out to Lime Rock.
Shout out to Lime Rock.
I'm trying to get the track.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying what it is, right? Like, I think it's 260 or 275 bucks for half a day. Like, that's not cheap.
No, that's a whole season
That
of
shit should
autocross.
be like
in
a
the
hundred.
park.
But here's the thing: if you run with like a Miata club, like the Nutmeg Miata days, I think it's 140 for the day with the club. So like you could do something like that. There's a little bit more cars there, but they do the full day, and you end up paying like 140 or 160, whatever it is.
You can autocross a lot cheaper than that too.
I mean,
Yeah, for
autocross.
other clubs.
Autocross is good, but like you drive 5 minutes for being there for 7 hours.
But it's a good place to learn car control.
Yeah, if you don't have anything like local to you, like definitely autocross is where I recommend everybody start. But I'm saying that's why I said the Lime Rock days. Like you'll drive so much in one day, you won't even you'll be tired by the end of the day.
All right.
Oh, like when, what's the Flex Z?
I only have Flex Z on my RX-8. I have like real OG flexes on one of my FDs and both of the Miatas. And I have Team Mono Sports on the S2000. The Flex Z are junk. And I just think it may be more just for the RX-8 specifically. The rear spring rates are too soft, so on the really hard bumps, they bind. The coils actually bottom out and bind. It feels like you're slamming bump stops. So those are going to go. Other than that, they're not bad, but like they're just not the right rates for the weight of the RX-8. So probably going to put Owens on it.
He just likes them because they're green.
That is not you, not you.
You can paint any springs you want. Huh?
Yeah.
You can get a green.
3.6 turbo Miata, 4.3 Corson, first and second just spin. 2x7.
Definitely go to 225 and get like a 200 tread tire if you're worried about spinning.
Or you can go down to like a 3.9 or a 4.1 Corson.
What? No. 1.6 is not torquey. It's not like your 1.8.
Just turbo.
I have a turbo 1.6. Okay. Look. Put tires on it. 225, 200 tread tires. I have DZ102s on my white car.
Yeah, he's running 190.
They're 460 tread.
Yeah.
They're for hooliganism. They're not for grip.
See, Ethan agrees with me. Lots of people go with the 3.9.
Dude, just put tires on it, and if you're still not happy, then change the final drive. But I would not. I think a 1.6 is like a dog out of boost, and I would not change the gearing on it. I would leave the 4.3. That's my opinion.
Quick. The
The TN Flex Z's. You like them?
We already went over that.
Yeah, answer
You're
that.
good with that one.
You're right. What are you doing, man?
That was quick. I'm
What's
reading the
going on
comments.
I think Joe
That was quick.
Joe is next. Joe Naka. The Rocketeer V6 kit looks great. Yeah, it does. They also stopped production, from what I heard. The Rocketeer V6.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? They just want to sell them?
I don't know.
I just saw a post. That's the Jag one, right?
Yeah.
There's a dude on Insta that I follow. He seems, I don't know his name. He's like an Italian guy. He's got a really like retroed out.
This might be like just in the U.S. because they have like a U.S. distributor. They might have stopped.
Well, that's a shame.
And then Brad's asking the question that we all want to know.
What do you mean? It started 7 years ago. I moved it around a few times. It's got RX-8
I have not seen it move yet, and I've known
Bro, I
it
put
for like a year and a half now.
If you were following the channel when I first bought this place, it was wheeled over there, and then I pushed it over
Since
there.
I've been here, it has not moved from that spot.
I bought Headliner, black Headliner, and black Vins
Good.
You did.
from Tommy.
Tommy, yeah. Which I swap into my Volvo 240. Gallon V8.
It's out of my realm.
I have no idea. V12 out of 90s Mercedes X600. Oh, if you could do the V12, I think that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be difficult anyway, go big or go home. You know?
Man, V12 Volvos just sound badass.
Yeah.
And
I would
see
love to
what's
make
the worst.
a drift Volvo 240 wagon. That'd be awesome.
Right, I didn't like the NC either when I first saw it, but I like the NC2 and 3 front bumpers. Like on the club, I think they look nice. Reminds me of like an S2000 meets like RX-8.
F20C or K20A2.
Oh wait, is A2 the Type R motor? If the A2 is the Type R motor, then actually I don't know. I really don't know. I like the F series better. I think it's a nicer motor. The way they designed the valve train and the cams and the timing chain is different from the K series. And I like the fiber reinforced sleeves, the low friction sleeves and the thin pistons. Like, I would probably still go with the F20.
Why hasn't a kit come out to do like a bolt-in swap for the F20?
I have no idea.
With the transmission,
I-
like instead of using an adapter plate.
I thought about that. Like, well, I think the reason why they do it is because there's no way to mount it to the power plant frame
Yeah, but
easily.
you could just do a transmission mount to the bottom.
Yeah, I
frame rails.
I think if I was going to on the powertrain, I would just try to do an F with the F tranny and call it a day.
How much power are you looking to make with the rotary?
As much as it will. I mean, we don't. I'm hoping it's at least 250 NA, like close to 275 would be awesome.
What, 135 foot-pounds of torque?
Yeah, torque's going to be nothing. But like, I don't know.
I can't wait to see what that thing does.
Yeah, it's really just this. It's not really so much the power. It's just can I make a Perfect Force streetable? You know, have it have friendly street manners and not suck to like cruising on the highway with.
Ooh, I like Logan's question. Yes, I would love an 88.6. You can't find them anywhere.
What about you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to make a drift car. I have an 86.
It would be cool.
Jonathan? Do you even know what the hell that is?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
I love 86s.
Corolla TTS.
Oh,
Yeah. Tsuchiya's Corolla.
Like
Or
you, have you ever
this
seen
86 is like-
Formula D?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the original Japanese cartoon. That car.
What about you, Brown?
Me? Oh, I said, yeah, absolutely.
So, Keiichi Tsuchiya is my driving hero. Always has been. I love his car. But after driving a right-hand drive A86, I would never fucking build one of those. They are tin cans, and you should be prepared to strip that chassis down bare and stitch weld the entire thing. I love them. I think they're really cool cars, but my ND Miata is my Hachiroko, so I wouldn't do one personally.
Is it like worse than an NA Miata?
Oh, by far.
Really?
Oh, they are. If you search around, there's a video of Sushiya's, like he brings it in for a refresh.
Mhm.
The fucking pinch welds were splitting in like multiple places, and I can't get over that that shifter boot that like
Oh,
has that
the awesome,
shifter.
the awesome like early '90s shifter boot.
No, it's not awesome. That's 80s. That's 80s stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
This guy's like, even my wife knew what the A86 is. Who's this noob?
Suck it, Jonathan.
Thanks, Batman.
We gotta catch up here.
Oh, man,
You're falling behind. Yeah, let's speed read some of these questions here.
Buck Reynolds is
Quick
here.
answers.
Hey, Buck Reynolds, what's up, buddy? Wherever you are. Thanks for joining us.
We're interested in the NC. Yes, NC.
Yes,
Exactly.
I'm
You're just talking about that.
Yeah, I want to build an NC.
Get that Miata moving, Ryan. That's right. You're right, Bobby.
Do you want to talk about the potential?
What's that?
You want to talk about the potential?
I don't know. Honestly, I
Kind of
don't.
sketchy.
I don't know what the potential is. Like, I think the NC could be the best Miata ever made. I think.
I think we was talking about the potential.
I'm talking about the potential NC.
Oh, like the
For
buy
channel.
one?
Yeah.
No, because we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, the guy's kind of shady.
Yeah, we may be looking at a project NC. Maybe.
Should we ask them if they'd like to see it?
Oh yeah, would you guys like to see us build an NC to like really see how good we can make one? I think an NC has the potential to be probably like a really kick-ass Miata, with not too much effort.
Not the NC one though.
Yeah, it would be
That
an
would be
NC 2 or
yeah.
3. Yeah, later done.
I mean, look, we got NA, NB, a Gap, an ND.
It's true.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Who's gonna pony up and get a Datsun Z?
I would love a Datsun Z.
What are you waiting for, Matthew?
You can't find them anywhere. 240Z.
Yeah.
Like that is like one of the most beautiful cars in my opinion.
I agree.
They are beautiful.
And they sound amazing. The Petrolis's video on the Datsun 240Z,
Ooh,
like that video, like
yeah.
yeah, I want one.
I lost my place here in the chat.
Yes.
JDMS2K, that's awesome, buddy. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you like it. Do you like it?
Tom and Joe are talking. That 6 Miata sounds so good.
What's the best four-cylinder of them all?
The best 4-cylinder of them all.
Honda F Series. I'm gonna say it right now. Production motors, Honda F Series.
You said EJ motor wrong.
I definitely could say EJ motor wrong. If we're talking about the worst cylinder motors, then okay, maybe. Sorry, buddy.
Welcome to New England. All right.
What do you guys think? What's your favorite, or what do you think is the best 4-cylinder?
Oh, that's a tough question. I mean, I guess if we're talking just production motors, I agree with the F20 because it's the highest horsepower per liter for a while.
It's a sick engine. It's like exotic if that could be applied to a 4-cylinder.
Tires make good sense. But
We think about high horsepower Miata builds like Car Fashion Redneck, seeing that as 245 is the biggest you can get. 15s just seems like big mess.
I agree with that.
Wait, what do you think about everything I've seen? Yeah, I think Miatas are like tapped out after like 270 wheel, like NAND Miatas. If you want more power than that, like I think you need like an NC. You need something with a more rigid chassis, something you could put 255s on there, which you can in an NC.
I think at that point, with that much power in a Miata, what's the point? You're just going to spin the tires. I'm going to be faster in a 230 horsepower Miata. Like I'm not going to be spinning.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, but like it becomes like kind of a joke, and everything becomes a weak point. And look at like all the transmission woes and stuff that he's having because he's trying to put a different tranny in because the stock gearbox is like can't hold that power.
Question of the day: where's Mike been?
Oh, dude, Mike broke up with me. He sold his house, and he talked to me when he was going to sell it, and I said, I think that's a terrible idea, and you're going to wind up homeless. And then that was the last I heard from him. No, but in reality, he moved. He's far away now, so that's why we don't see him anymore.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, too bad.
He really did. He actually sold his damn house, and he went and got an apartment. That's like more than double what his monthly living expense was.
That man says we're being rude.
Oh, sorry, man.
But we're trying to answer your question.
Yeah, we're reading your chat. I can't read the laptop from here. Maybe Jonathan's got to be the official. Do you want to just like post this thing, Jonathan?
I've been trying to do that all day.
All right.
All right.
I'm not even gonna read
All right,
comments
let's
anymore.
What's up, guys? I'm here with the slip angle.
He hates RPF ones. They're his least favorite wheel. I just figured everybody should know
Let's
that.
not talk about that right now.
Yeah,
That's
Jonathan.
not part of the
He
question.
didn't even know what an 8086 was.
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
And he drives a Subaru on top of that.
Oh,
Son of
God.
a-
The world is flat.
Can we get back to the question here? We're just
Oh, sorry.
All right. And then you've driven the NDRF. Just curious if there was a noticeable improvement in stiffness when the roof is up compared to the soft top.
I never drove an RF.
I never done either.
I only drove Maximaze from Rev9 Auto. There's a video on the channel for it. I didn't notice the difference. I noticed it was slower than a regular convertible one because it was heavier. That was it.
The chassis is pretty well.
The ND chassis is like super rigid anyways. I wouldn't worry about rigidity versus.
The question is, did any of you drive the ND? Just you?
Yeah.
Did all of you drive
I
it?
drove it for
We
a
drove that
second.
ND.
Was that count?
That's not an RF though.
No.
Retractable fastback is what that stands for.
So, do you know anything about stiffness when the roof is up compared to the soft top?
I didn't notice the difference.
Didn't?
I did not know.
All right. Powerhouse wants to know where that Patreon at. He's got money saved up from his RX-8 oil. That has to go somewhere.
Well, so we were actually talking about that tonight.
We promise will be done by this month.
So it might go hand in hand with us like starting a channel build, and we're just gonna that we were talking about giving you guys the say on like what we do to it.
We just want to make it worth it for all of you. We don't want to just.
Yeah, because like you have to understand, like we all work day jobs, and this is all just funded from our pockets to do like what we do, and it's just time out of our life. But we don't want to like just take your money. Like if we're doing it, we want it to go towards something that like you get back. So that we're just trying to like put together like an incentive plan that like is fair for everybody. So
Logan Gibson is giving you a little hype. He says, I'm big hype for the Rotary Miata.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited for that too. And that was why it was a tough decision to collab to get it done. But time is just a very limiting factor for me now. So
Justin Jump wants to know, AR9 or a 300 BLK?
300 Blackout, baby. It's my favorite.
I'm like, I don't think this is cars.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
This guy's a chef on the channel here.
Check out on GQ Armory my 300 Blackout build. It's called the Paladin SD. If you want me to build you one, I would love to. So hit me up. And I'll
300
hook you up.
Blackout is that like huge projectile, right?
It's a 30 cal bullet that's put into a 5.56 casing.
Yeah.
It's just awesome, and it suppresses like really nice. So
I'm buying one.
Ryan's buying one.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm excited. I shot it. It was sweet.
Hell yeah! That's the best rifle I've ever used, and I've had my hands on a lot at this point.
Logan Gibson also says, I think you can have Tech Art build you Kitschy's 8086 for like 25 grand.
They're the ones who support his car. So like I think they were the ones that did the chassis refresh and everything. If I remember that video.
But that's an awesome car though.
It's hard. It's a cool car. It's got that nostalgic and that cool factor, but that is a lot of money. 25 grand to get that car up to that standard is like, it's not chump change. Like think about it. You can go buy an FRS.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, there's a video of Kiyochi's car versus a bunch of like FRSs or GT86s, whatever you want to call them. And like, they're good cars. They're rigid. The motor sucks, but like, there's other options for that now.
Brian Harnish wants him to review his car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What does he say? What his car is?
He was the guy who talked about this 1.6 and talking about different tire size or transmission speed.
Yeah.
That's an option. Struggle Forever says 5 guys.
Well, hold on. If we're going to review it, leave the 195s on there so I can hoon the shit out of it.
Logan also says, he's a frequent commenter, I think an LFX swap NC would be rad.
That's actually one of the options we talked about tonight.
Yep.
Do we supercharge the stock mill? Do we turbocharge it, or do we do an LFX swap?
An LFX swap's going to be like 12 grand, 13 grand, maybe more.
We didn't price it out yet.
Yeah. I gotta do a little bit of research, but
I actually like the idea of the LFX over like a regular LS, just because I feel like something a little bit higher revving would match the character of that car better.
dual overhead cam, not push rod.
Yeah, like if we can get 300 wheel out of that thing and have it all motored like in Rev, that would be a sick, really fun car.
You should easily be able to get 300 wheel out of an LFX.
I have no idea what their tuning potential is, but I would, it's 3.6 liters, so I would hope to God that it's possible.
Bobby says there's a channel called Street Banditos with a carbon fiber Datsun 240Z in the making. If you want to check that out, there's something to check.
Street Banditos.
That name sounds familiar.
Check that out. Is that that wide body one? It's like super wide.
With the LS swap in it.
Yeah, that's not it.
I think I know what car you're talking about. That thing's badass looking.
You gotta keep a straight six on those, I think.
The guy on the left has poop underneath his shoes.
There's Pootsies.
It might be.
Or
Well,
you.
how are you looking at this? Because
No.
your shoe is right in the screen.
Ryan, show your shoes.
Let me see your other.
I don't think so.
I think this bro is trolling
It's trying
us.
All right, on to the next.
Got you.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What's that?
LL made you look.
That's,
Oh, that guy's a legend.
Oh, good.
that was good.
I have to make sure of that. It would be cool to see you guys do a Japan trip someday. What do you think about that?
Tommy and I were supposed to go to Japan this month, but that hasn't been talked about, so I don't know if that's happening now. And I'm about to change jobs, so maybe sometime in the near future. But it's in that we talked about it. We want to do it.
All right, sounds good. Bobby also says when I was shopping for a car 2 years ago, it came down to S2000, 370Z, and BRZ. So you know what I chose? Obviously, S2000.
I think 370Zs are cool cars. I would totally get down with one of them.
Yeah, but I think the S2000 beats out the 370, right?
For
The
value.
S2000 is the car that like I would drive on weekends, where like I would daily a 370Z.
That's true.
You know, because like it's more, it's just like it's kind of like a Grand Touring sports car, but it's not really Grand Touring. It's just more comfortable.
Torque is nice around town.
It's funny because we can see them both.
Yeah,
So-
we're just looking at the 370 and the S2000 that are off screen here, but there's a good chance I may wind up with a 370 as a daily to replace the RX-8 one day.
Will you keep the RX-8? Like collector?
Oh yeah, I want to put like a 3-rotor or something in it, something with 500-ish horsepower.
Perfect.
Yes.
Does GQ plan on building another Turbo Miata?
Negative.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm kind of meowed out, unless it's an NC.
I was gonna say.
An NC, but like I don't know if I would turbo it.
What do you guys think of Rob Dom's RX-7?
Does it drive?
He drove around the parking lot.
Yeah, I know driving around a parking lot doesn't count.
I think the last time he gave a number for that, he's over $500,000.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
just a lot more you can do with $500,000.
I just like it's cool that you're doing this crazy ass project, but like at the same time, like I don't know what the fuck you're trying to do.
Oh, God.
Like $500,000, like you can literally buy a lot of stuff, and like that car is like an imaginary car. It's not an RX-7 by like any stretch of the imagination anymore, other than the fact that it's got a body that kind of looks like an RX-7.
It's like the Unicorn. It's good for one purpose, and that's just destroying the
But
road that you're on.
He wants to build it for half. He said he wants to be like the fastest half-mile RX-7. So like
It probably will be, but
Well, I don't know why he did like the whole
$500,000.
unicorn like tube chassis thing. Like that's like
Logan says the 4-rotor cost Dom 60 grand.
oh easily. Dude, the 4-rotor stuff is all custom and it is not cheap. Not cheap at all. But it's cool. I would just do, there's a lot of other things I would do with $500,000 car wise, and it wouldn't be that. Personally. What do you guys think? I'm talking a lot here. Everybody's got to chime in here.
I agree. 100%.
But
I'm glad he's building this. Oh, sorry, I'm not playing.
I don't know. It's an outrageous car. It's cool nonetheless, though. It gets a lot of attention. So
I'm happy he's building it to actually drive it though. Like that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Like I see so many builds that just sit there and go to SEMA and then that's it.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
Rob Dom's like kind of a straight line guy though. I never seen him do anything that's like other than that. And he may have, I don't watch him enough.
You can build a really fast straight line car for a lot less than $500,000.
Yeah, but like, dude, like go buy a fucking Hellcat and like put NOS in it. And,
You don't
like,
even have to go like find an old Mustang and then put an LS in it and then put a turbo on it.
that's too much work. You just go buy a Hellcat, dude. Hellcat plus like 100 shot, and you're like 9s.
Well, look at all the work he's done to that thing. I mean, you do half the work on a Mustang with an LS.
I mean, there's something to say about a Hellcat versus something that you built in your garage. I mean,
But he's not building it though.
What do you mean?
He's paying people to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's doing some.
Some, but he didn't put the motor together. He didn't put the chassis together. Like he didn't do it. Like I'm sorry, I'm not trying to poo Rob down. Like kudos to him. I don't want it to come up. I don't want to come across negative.
All right, on to the next question.
Yeah.
Powerhouse has a gun question for you.
All right.
Recently gave a carrier recommendation with the CZ-P01 as
Yes.
a hammer fire. He was wondering what striker fire carry pistol you recommend, if any at all.
I don't carry anything striking fire because I carry appendix. So I don't want anything under spring. I don't want anything under spring tension pointed at my junk. I've built a lot of Glocks and Paul Brady builds, and I've seen those strikers release when they're not supposed to. If like things are like bent a little bit wrong. So I just don't. For me personally, like I have that weird imagination, like something like slams my junk. Well, it's gonna go. So I'd rather have something decocked and no spring tension on it.
All right, would you ever use the S2000 for a road trip, or is it not comfortable enough?
I've taken it on like up to 2-hour drives, and then I start to get a little bit worn out from it. So I used to daily it though. When it had stock exhaust, just a resonated test pipe, I would drive that thing very far. But like where it's at now, like that exhaust is quiet given how much power it's making, but like it does get it wears on you after a little while.
Question from my brother.
Oh, Ricky Bobby.
Will Drive It Ryan finishes me out.
That is the question of the day.
When is that goal date?
Good
You want to set a date right now, live? Just say when you're going to finish that?
It counts more when it's live.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You want to say when this will be done?
When's the first Lime Rock Day? Isn't it in March? April?
April, I think.
April? Get it done by April Fools?
All right. You heard it here
Is
live.
it running by April Fools?
April Fools.
Yeah.
I think February, March.
It's really close.
It is close. I think just a weekend of tackling it.
Yeah, we can get.
After I get all my stuff painted, just try to put them all together.
Easy. Easy day.
Easy. I gotta stop being so anal with all this stuff.
Yep.
We could do it right now, but
You're gonna hate the car anyway, so just
Yeah.
just stop putting it on a pedestal.
Turbo Kid's coming in.
Yeah, there we go.
Thoughts on the Mozzie 4-rotor from Powerhouse?
It's cool. That guy never floors it. I'm gonna sound like such a hater if you guys keep asking me these questions. Like, I think the thing is sick as hell, and I want to see him like go. Every video I watched, he like short shifts, and he never like does more than two. Like, he doesn't do like a full pull. I never seen that guy do like 2, 3, 4 on the street like full throttle.
What's the point of having it?
That's. I didn't want to sound negative. I don't want to be one of those doers.
We're also thinking the same thing, I'm sure, when they watch the videos.
I think like, but again, like an FDR7 chassis is like good for like 450 wheel horsepower, and then it starts to become crazy after that. So turbo 4-rotor, whatever that makes for power, I don't know what it makes, at least 800 probably. Like, I don't think the FD is the chassis for that, and that's probably why that guy doesn't floor, because he's scared. Like, it would take balls to drive a car like that fast. So
The Howell wants to know, would Quinn ever get into a 930 or 964 Porsche?
probably not. I like older 911s, but like you said 964, right?
930 or 964, yeah.
Yeah, I like older 911s. Like, I think they're beautiful, but like there's just so much stuff that like I have problems with that I couldn't build them. They're a lot of money. They're big money commitment cars.
Any plans to travel to tracks around the USA at all, other than Lime Rock?
Went to Canada, yeah.
Yeah, Toronto Motorsports Park.
Yeah.
That was fun.
But any plans coming up for any different tracks this year, 2020?
Nothing planned, but like that's always subject to change. We'll probably go back to the Speed Academy at some point.
we should go to VIR when you're here.
Brian just made a good point. VIR with the rotary Miata. Maybe that should be the testing grounds for it right after the build is done.
We'll test it too.
Go straight to VIR with it.
Assuming that that's in Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Virginia International Raceway. It's like a mini Nürburgring kind of, and they do different configurations, but the full track is like over 4 miles.
It's a good size track.
It's a sick, yeah. It's a sick track. I like VIR.
You tried Palmer. Palmer's more local. That's a fun track.
Mhm.
Elevation change. Nice camber turns.
Are you guys getting the RHD itch yet after hanging around with Tommy and LZ?
You guys start.
Yeah, I want something right-hand drive at some point. An Altezza, I think, would be something I'd like for a daily driver.
I want to import something. It's just on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm gonna love it, but I just want to experience it.
R32?
Yeah, maybe.
They'd have to come down in price for me to
Yeah.
want one.
Can't justify
Once
that.
the
right now.
R34s come out and they're legal, maybe the R32s will go down in price.
I think they are going down a little bit now because R33s are about to be legal, or they are legal now.
Yeah, the R33 GTR is illegal.
Tommy's car definitely made me want something big power like that.
Tommy's car was sick.
Yeah, that was a really like well set up car.
It's the thing, if I got an R32, I'd want to build it to that level.
I don't love right hand drive personally, just because like it's just harder for me when I get into it. I get all screwed up, but I can do it. I'm sure if I had one and I drove it for a week or two, I'd be fine. Yeah, but it does take some getting used to.
Shazzy says he's a big fan, and a question for Quinn, RX-8 or S2000 for track, and why if possible?
Well, thanks, brother. Thank you for subscribing. For track day, I'm going to say S2000 all day because an S2000 is a car that you can pretty much just run stock at the track with like good fluids and brake pads. The RX-8, I think, is a great street car, and the engine, the way Mazda changed the exhaust ports on it to side exit, was more for like street manners and emissions and noise. But when you are at sustained high RPM for a long time, these side seals get very hot because they ride over those side exit exhaust ports, and they like split and cause failures. So I don't think it's a good car for track day stuff. Autocross, fine. Short stints, where you're not going to have like that constant sustained heat, but that would be how I would do that.
The Howl wants us to build a cheap Cherokee XJ and thrash it for the channel. How do you feel about that?
I need new off-road.
Do something different.
Good for the winter.
That's to say,
That's all right. We're hitting the bottom of the questions here pretty much.
Sick.
You want to end it there at 9:55?
9:55.
Keep it going?
We'll give a few more minutes.
All right. Have you guys heard of the Alpine A110?
Yeah, I have actually. I think
Joe Naka wants to know.
that's that all-wheel drive car that's over in Europe.
It's an Italian thing, right? I thought it was a mid-engine Italian thing.
Isn't it all-wheel drive or something?
No, I thought it was like a Lotus Elise competitor.
Good question.
Yeah, I knew you
Yeah,
were
you
gonna
said right
fire
on that.
that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
This
Next
is a Ryan
question.
Peck
It's a Ryan
question.
Peck question.
Thoughts on a 2004 VW R32? Starting to see some high mileage ones cheap.
Oh, yeah, that's your territory, buddy.
What did you say today? It's the best sounding engine.
The VR6, the 3.2 VR6 is my favorite engine. It sounds incredible. I actually had a 2004 R32, and it was my favorite car that I ever owned. Started to get too high in mileage, so I sold it, but I want another one. Bad. They're amazing.
Perfect.
And actually, they're going up in price quick. The low mileage ones, I just saw one for sale with like 32,000 miles for 50 grand. So,
What?
yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, dude.
Do they sell for that?
It's still online.
Logan Gibson says Volkswagens are cancer.
Logan, I'm right there with you. No offense, buddy.
We got a question from Peter North, an old porn star. He's a huge fan. He wants to know who should rebuild this Studebaker 1956.
The guy's name is Peter North.
No, his name on YouTube is Good Looking Honky, but he says his name in real life is Peter North.
No, it's not.
He says he's a huge fan. He wants to know if he should rebuild the Studebaker 1956 original.
Hold on. If you're really Peter North, what car did you have white TE37s on? I know this.
All right, he's we'll wait for his
Let's
response.
prove that you're really Peter North.
He's probably Googling it right now.
You only get 2 seconds to respond.
Here's the response. Ferrari.
No, it was a 300 ZXT Live.
Good looking honky almost got us. 300 ZX.
That's hysterical.
Hello, got it.
Well, how about let's hear from you guys. What do you want to see us do on the channel? What do you want to see next? We have our meetings and our ideas, but maybe we're wrong. You like what we've been doing with the slip angle spotlights? Do you want to see more track stuff? Do you want to see more build stuff? Let us know.
Should we vlog more?
Do you want to see Matthew's PP more? Like I don't know. Like,
We're saving that for the end of the
how are we gonna make you guys happy here?
Peter
More.
says Rotary, ROTARY.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some rotary stuff coming.
More Chevy and Honda and Toyota products from Peter North again.
I wish we were getting that new Toyota, the GR Yaris. That'd be cool, but we're not getting it in America.
Not like definitely not confirmed.
There's a petition, but they only confirmed it for Australia and I think Europe.
It's weird.
The Howl says, make a Miata permanent hardtop, as in weld a metal roof.
Oh, I would love that. I'd be all over that, honestly, if they did that.
I like the fastbacks that they have.
Wait, oh, the fastback car type.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're sick.
yeah, they're awesome.
That one that I showed you guys before, I was like, I love the way that thing looks.
Have you seen that bowl top thing?
Yeah.
It's like a piece of glass.
No,
It's just the whole thing is glass.
for NC.
for an NA and B.
Oh, wait a minute, I have seen that.
Yeah, it's freaking weird.
How about a second gen Acura Integra build?
I actually like, wait, which is second gen? Is that DA
2001,
or DC2?
I know which one that is. That's the one. It's
No,
like
that's DC2,
early
because
90s.
DA was the first gen.
Yeah, they had like flip up headlights in the beginning, right?
No, they were the round ones. DC2 is, I think that's the second gen of DC2. DA was like the, I don't think there was ever a flip up headlight Integra.
Yeah, it was the first gen.
Yeah, so I could have sworn the first gen Integra.
Correct us. What is it?
Logan suggested doing some videos about driving techniques, which might be cool.
Oh yeah, we could do that. We talked about doing that.
Quick 1-2s.
Hmm. Teach you guys how to street them safely.
It was an NB coupe that they made 179 of, only in Japan. You familiar with that?
Yes, I am.
Yep.
Alright, Joe Naka.
Yeah, those are cool. I wouldn't mind owning one of those.
He said DA on the Integra, DC is third.
Oh crap. So DA.
First gen flipped up, DA fixed long headlights.
Oh,
DC
That
is
makes
round
sense.
headlights.
I'm right, I'm wrong.
ABC.
Driving videos with foot
It was
pedal
no
camera.
DD. I think it was DA whatever, and there's a number after them.
Yeah, but like there's no FA in the RX-7, right?
FA?
Yeah, there's
It's
no
SA 22 is the very first gen, R7, yeah. And then it was FB later.
Right, and then it went F.
They just changed the code completely, yeah.
But if you want driving
Well,
videos-
to the Integra question. I'm not a front wheel drive guy, so probably not for me, but one of these boys may still want to gander down one of those roads.
We're gonna house all these cars.
In your house, buddy.
It's hard to find something like that around here, though. That's not just a rust bucket.
I know, I never see DA Integras like going around anymore.
I don't even know what a DA looks like.
I don't remember the flip up ones. I remember the ones they have like,
Yeah,
like
that's
long
the-
rectangular
That's what I
headlights.
thought the second gens were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my buddy had one of those. I like those.
And then they switched to the
To the
DC2,
Rebel.
which I like DC2s. I actually always like DC2s. I thought they're cool looking cars.
Ryan, I don't know. From Ryan from school, Jeffries.
Ryan Jeffries?
You drove it underneath the bus.
Doesn't sound like it did too well.
No. Driving videos with foot pedal camera? What do you think?
We did that. It's hard.
It is
We
hard.
did that with the
There's a if you
C4M.
if you watch the Z4M spotlight, there's a quick heel
One
toe
One click.
heel toe downshift that's from pedal cam.
Wait, we're talking about DA Integras. They don't have pop-up headlights. They have the long headlights.
That's what I thought.
This is
Type in Gen 1 Integra.
Maybe it's not DA.
Yeah, maybe it's not.
When I think of DA, I think of the what he just showed.
Yeah.
Oh
Gen 1
yeah.
Integra. Flip up headlights.
It's
So
a
what's the-
Honda though. Did we get those?
Oh, it is a Honda?
Yeah. I don't think we got those.
Maybe we didn't.
I've never seen one of those.
I've never seen that in the US.
Joe says, how about the prepare for track day or how to hibernate a car during winter video?
Oh, that's an idea. I could do the how to hibernate a car. Just park it. And then when the
Don't
spring,
forget the tender.
when the spring, yeah, put it on a tender. When the spring comes, start it up, let it warm up for just a little bit, and then drain the oil and change it. And I don't do fuel saver or any of that other stuff. I've never had an issue with gas.
What about FBs? What do you think about those?
FBs are cool. They're just old. It's like kind of like the A86 Corolla. They're like tin canny, but they're cool.
Bobby says that they need to get the Integras here. They look like old Accords.
Yeah, maybe. Shows what we know. We call ourselves car guys.
Are we dwindling down now?
That's it.
Yep, we're at the end again.
All right. Oh, I'll call it here, boys.
Sounds good. I gotta be at work in like 8 hours.
Yeah, Matthew's got to go to his job tomorrow. He works Sundays.
Not good.
It's 6 a.m.
Church boy.
Not good. That's your day of rest, man. Your day of rest.
Yeah, Sunday's supposed to be a day of rest. What happened?
I do rest.
It's okay. I work on Sundays anyway. So
Well, let's finish up with the last question. So Ryan, When is Ron going to start a fitness and modeling channel and garner 100K subscribers?
Wow.
Who said that?
That was Tony Smith.
Well, Ryan is the dream boat of the channel.
That's a great idea, Toby.
You guys,
Should
it
I start one up?
sounds like you already got a subscriber.
Yeah.
You be my first?
I'm only gonna subscribe if you start wearing like Mandawares or something while you do this stuff.
I'll do it for the channel.
Yeah.
Powerhouse and J2 said great Q&A. Keep up the good work. Killer Hangout boys.
Thank you, guys.
Mhm.
Go, Jonathan. Why don't you close it out for us?
All right. I'd like to thank the car gods for ball bearing turbos. And
Titanium valve spring.
Titanium valve spring, yes. That's about it. Thanks for joining the channel, and keep subscribing. Hit the like, subscribe button,
I think
And the bell.
and the bell. Make sure you get notifications for when we get live feeds going. The 3 we had.
I think I have a little salty discharge after that skip stairs. Thank you for that.
Hey, wait. Buy some of these too.
Shameless plug.
Yeah. We got hoodies.
What's the website?
We got tees.
Oh man,
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, that's paid content only, so you can't be giving it all away.
Sounds as body
Patreon.
insurance.
You're gonna be the Patreon owner, so
It's good to be.
Perfect.
all right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Good night.
Oh God, it's not.
Just hit